Alright, we're gonna end today in a, good note talking about Etsy. And don't mind the stutters that they have. And don't you dare wake up at 3 a.m. and then start recording videos at 6 p.m. But I just got home, so what am I supposed to do? Gotta make this lovely content for you, and I hope you're ready to talk about Etsy in this earnings report, because I know I am. Should be a massive quarter for them. Everything really is poised towards benefiting them as far as the current environment. And I'm expecting a massive revenue growth. I'm talking, I want to see over 50% growth, okay? Can you give it to me, baby? There it is. There it is. Etsy, quarter two, GAAP EPS of 75 cents, beats by 36 cents. Doubled the profit expectations. Doubled it. I'm getting violent now because revenue of $428 million beats by $98 million. 136% growth year over year. Holy crap. Holy. That's right. This, not a 50% growth. Doubled. Can I? Tasty. It's tasty when they double. It's tasty. More than doubled, okay? Gross merchandising sales of 2.69. That's funny. That's pretty funny. Billion versus consensus of 2.11 billion. So $500 million more were sold on this platform than expected. And adjusted EBITDA nearly doubled the expectations as well. Pretty good. Now, not more detail with this, but we do have a freaking slideshow. Thank you, Etsy. Let's look at this. So, our mission matters. I said that right, and I feel like I said it wrong. Now more than ever. Facilitating human connections through commerce. Opportunity to make a positive impact. Foundation of our excellent results. Okay, I feel like that shouldn't have been said that way. But active buyers up 41% year over year. That's right, 60 million buyers on this platform. Active sellers has risen 35% as well. And here's the deal. Those active sellers, you know what they're selling? They're selling freaking masks. Masks, okay? Masks is a huge segment on Etsy right now. People looking for homemade masks. They're looking for special made ones, custom ones, however they need to do this, okay? That's what they're looking for. And we're going to oblige them on Etsy. You see overall here, they give a chart as far as growth. I don't care about the social aspect. This is probably one of the biggest pandering parts I've ever seen in my life. Set a goal to double the percentage of Black and Latina employees by 2023. Can't we just try to hire the best, most qualified? That seems a little messed up. I don't know about that one. Sorry, I'm not all for it. I feel like you just need to hire the right one, not just try to meet the demand, right? Quotas are not good. I think many people know that. If you've ever been in business, quotas can be rough, okay? Especially when it comes to hiring people. You're treating people like they're objects. That's just ridiculous. Yeah. Anyways, ridiculous. Let's skip them because we don't like talking about that. Get rid of this page. You get out of here. Come on now. General merchandising sales. Look at this growth. 146% growth year over year in general merchandising sales. That's a lot. Look at this trend here. I don't know if you see that. Just massive blowout quarter, and it's really what you expected. It's a lockdown quarter for them, okay? Revenue, massive, and adjusted EBITDA, massive. Masks made up $346 million in general merchandising sales. So, that's incredible. Masks were massive, there's no doubt. And now, even without masks, we saw a 93% growth in non-mask sales. What? There's growth in non-mask even. So that just shows the quality that this company offers. And active sellers just for non-mask up 15% as well. So, obviously they talk about stuff that you can buy there, no doubt about it. Home, office desk. I don't know if I would pay $1,600 for that thing. Are you kidding me? There's like 2 pieces of wood there. I could make that myself for literally $200 and a trip to Lowe's, okay? Probably cheaper than $200. Let's get out of here. Baked goods. You can sell baked goods on Etsy. That's right. If you want to buy bread and have it stale by the time you get it, you can have it. And they're talking about huge growth in all the categories. From housewares and furnishing up 128. Jewelry and accessories up 50. Craft supplies 138. Apparel 59. Paper and party supplies up 11. Obviously, parties not happening much, so that's not a shocker, but it's good to see growth. And beauty and personal care up 187. Very big growing segment for them. The top six categories here as listed make up 75% in overall general merchandising sales. So in $609 million in quarterly general merchandising sales from items that don't fit into one of our largest categories. $609 million, 25% obviously would be 75%. You know, if you want to get to 100, you'd have 25%. Yeah, good math. Appreciate you guys. So, garbage. We don't care about that. So Etsy is not a niche marketplace, okay? It's not niche, okay? Buyers and sellers in every country around the world. Plus, the distinction between offline and online has meaningfully changed. Again, online sales massive, and many things are special, injecting joy into the everyday. A little bit nerdy for my tastes, guys. Come on now. Marketing in the first half of this year hasn't been wild. Has not been all that wild. Last year's for the full year, we saw 4.3% for the first half. It's only 4%. So, again, it likely will boost. There's no doubt. It's going to jump up as the fourth quarter hits, because that's their game changer of the quarter. This year, really, it's kind of this quarter, though, to be honest. This year it is. So, we care about looking at this. As far as their search sections, they've seen improvement in these saved searches in favor of favoriting. Provides key insight to purchase intent, so that way they can tell you what you want to buy after this. 8% of unique visitors have at least one saved search. 11% of return to engage with that saved search. 15 million users favorited at least one item, with an average of 24 favorites per user. Next up is the focus on making the site easier to browse. That's what they want to do, make it easier. Human connections, obviously big. 700,000 videos have been uploaded onto this platform, which seems wild. I don't know, that just seems wild to see videos. But again, it's people advertising their product. Makes sense. Free shipping. Pretty nice to see. Bundling things to get free shipping. And next up, the focus is going to be on delivery and predictability and transparency. Unique items, obviously, everywhere. Here you just see a picture of a painting of a cactus that they're charging $48 for, when it's literally just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green lines just scratched up a canvas. If it was that easy, man, that's what I should be doing. I think I'm messing up. Spectacular performance. We already talked about the spectacular performance, okay? Don't you dare lie to me. Strong growth trends continued through quarter 2 as well as July. So, where a lot of companies you saw May and June were the hottest quarters, July even saw 152% growth in general merchandising sales. That is right. Who do you think you are? I am. Off-site ads are going there too. So on your Google search, you see there's a link to Etsy, and Etsy ads grew 94% year over year. I had its first $1 million day in July. Operating expenses, we see here, average revenue per employee rises, which is good, because you want to see each employee contributing more to the company. You really do. Marketing expenses is up 149% year over year, but you gotta pay to get out there sometimes. You know what I mean? It's just a natural part of the marketing process. You gotta pay to get your name out there. It's how it is. New and reactivated buyers was up 162% as well. You love that. You love to see that. So, record quarterly operating metrics, as we saw from all of these things. 45% of buyers within a buy again within a 30-day period with the website. Pretty nice. Interesting to see layered cohorts. Okay, I mean, that's an interesting thing. General merchandising sales growth in France. You see a decline after reopening, but in Texas you see relatively flat as people are still buying merchandise. Cash balance, which we'll get into, because I do like to look at the cash balance. Cash balance. Get me out of this and show me this press release so I can get into that juicy balance sheet. I hope it's juicy. If it's not juicy, what am I going to do with my life? What am I going to do? I'll get kind of upset is what I'll do. Total current assets of $1.2 billion versus 6 months ago we saw a $920 million in terms of the total current assets in general. 1.7 billion versus 1.5 billion, so still just that change, and it's all in the cash position that they raised. Hopefully this stockholder equity rises as well. Total liabilities in general, not where I like it to be. It did raise a little bit much for me. 1.2 billion versus 1.1 billion. Overall, $100 billion raised, which, all things considered, stockholder equity did rise, so the balance sheet improved. I just like a little bit more than $500 million in terms of stockholder equity. But again, the balance sheet did improve, and I give them credit for that. Just the only concern could be, obviously, with short-term debt. In here, accounts payable went up. I mean, finance lease obligations also up, but they have the cash for it, so nothing to worry about there. Stock price, obviously you look at it and you see a PE ratio of over 200. You see a market cap of $16 billion. Really on a company that, frankly, this year should be posting around $1.6 billion to $2 billion. So I can't say I'm upset necessarily with the valuation and market cap perspective, because it's right around probably 9 times, let's say, the value. So it could be a lot worse. I can't lie to you. This is a very good valuation still at these levels, not in terms of P ratio, but in terms of market cap. So I'm personally not thinking about buying at all at these levels, right? I think they're too high for me. The stock's up just way too massively on the year. I mean, we're talking since the dip, they're up 310%. Now, if you bought this thing at $30, I commend you. And I should have done it. You make mistakes as an investor, you do, but it's okay. So, I'm not ready to buy at these levels, right? I don't think it's the levels to buy at, but I can understand the valuation for it. It's my only thing. I just like cheaper valuation. So, hope you enjoyed.